Before I start this talk that I'm about to do, I want to just take my time to say thanks very much for 5 likes on my previous video. I got over 100 views on the How to Quit Bad Habits video. It's not too bad. Of course, I uploaded one video on me recording back in January in Southend when it was about -5 degrees. 1.5k views. I couldn't thank you all enough. Thanks very much. My pleasure. Right, now, today's topic is, now, what do I do to stay healthy and happy, and how can you do the same? Well, simply, it's just, I've got motorbikes coming everywhere. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of motorbikes, to be fair. You might be different, but how do I stay healthy and happy? Well, number one simple thing, I think it's one of the most easiest things, one of the most fun things, depending on what you like, is exercise. Now, I love playing football. I work out with dumbbells. Obviously, I do karate. I'm a black belt. I walk a lot of places. I get about 10,000 steps every single day. I run sometimes as well. I haven't done it for quite a while. I've been more focused on strength recently. I've been more focused on that. But just exercise. That's what helps you get the dopamine. It's what helps you get the serotonin. What gets you the longer lasting hormones, not the ones that are like, oh yeah, from video games and drugs and that last only 10 minutes and then, or just when you're doing it and then you're like this. No, that's exercise is real dopamine, not the fake dopamine you get from drugs. Right, that's number one. Simply, number two is go outside. Yeah, go outside, walking, just sitting outside, or even just talking to people outside at a park or somewhere, or if you just meet random people, or if you meet someone that you know, say in town or somewhere, you meet people that you know, that's good. But to stay healthy, yes, social life is definitely a good thing. It's not desperately needed if socializing isn't the most important thing for you. If it's not something that you find enjoyable, then yeah, it's alright to not be social, but still, it's better to be social. You know, you have a better chance of making a good amount of friends, pulling more women, and stuff like that. The outside release, you can breathe in all the incredible fresh air, and you get all the more oxygen into you. There's more oxygen outside than there is in your house. There's more light outside than there is in your house. There's just a whole bunch of good things. There's sunlight when you're outside. When you're inside, well, you can still get sunlight, but you can't get vitamin D from the sun when you're inside. You can only get it when you're outside. Vitamin D, best time for vitamin D is in the UK, between 10 o'clock in the morning until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when the UV rays are the highest, and you get that sun on your skin, and it transmutes vitamin D all over you. The more of your skin you have exposed, the better chance you'll have of getting more vitamin D. But one thing, don't stay out in the sun for too long, because obviously you get the increased risk of skin cancer. That's the main thing you got to be careful of. There's no such thing as spending so much time outside and it's not bad for you. Spending time outside and spend as much as you want is perfect, much better than being indoors all the time. Well, don't spend too much time in the sun. That's one thing I'm going to say, because sunburn, skin cancer, they're not good. Right, it's not only just about that, but it's also about simple diet, right? Foods rich in antioxidants, quality protein, quality carbohydrates, quality fats. And when I say quality fats, I mean unsaturated fats, not fats that you get from chips or donuts. Classic examples. Anything that's ultra processed. Cakes as well. What is better is healthy fats, avocados, butter, depending on what butter you have, olive oil, sunflower oil is not too bad either. Definitely better than just Well, one thing you must know is that too much butter is not good. Too much of anything is not good. Simple as. You need to make sure you have enough protein, carbs, and fats, especially for what you do, your body type, and all sorts. Me personally, I'm around 3 meals, 2 snacks a day, probably above 3,000 calories at the minute. Yeah, about, don't know how much protein, but I definitely know I get enough. Definitely know I do. Probably almost 200 grams. Probably a ridiculous amount of carbs and a ridiculous amount of healthy fats. Not a terribly ridiculous amount, but a good enough amount for me to gain some weight. I mean, about a couple of months ago, I was 120 pounds. Now I'm 130, so weight gain's only slowly getting there. Healthy weight gain, obviously. You don't want to gain fat. You want to gain muscle. Simple as that. Right, the next thing is, obviously, without water, you can't live. Water is essential for everything. It's essential for your energy. Essential for hydration, so you don't. It's just essential so you can function. Because without water, you get brain fog, and it's not good. It's horrendous. There's much more better things to drink than fizzy drinks. Because all that does is, that's ultra processed, obviously that's not healthy. There's a whole bunch of additives in it. Never good for you. Water, opposite of that. Water is perfect. Water is perfect. Obviously, the next thing I've got here is that do things you enjoy. Yeah, well, because you really want to be successful, you want to build a great business, or you want to be a millionaire, or you want to have multiple women, or you want a beautiful wife, or a great mansion, or you just might want a great life, a great job. Doesn't mean you can't do the things you don't like to do. I mean, you do like to do. Obviously, you've got to do things you don't like to do, but yeah, it depends. Well, always got to give yourself a break. Keep that in mind. Now, playing football, socialising with your mates, simply whether you go for a walk, whether you chill in town at a cafe or whatever, or you play football together, you go to a theme park together, or just do something good. You can always do that. Much better than sitting indoors and playing video games with them. As long as you don't completely destroy yourself because all you're doing is the same stuff every day, you've got to give yourself a variety. That's what I've learned. That's what I've learned in life. And obviously, if you're going to do all this stuff, you want to stay healthy and happy, this is the simple things that I talked about. It's simple, right? No smoking, no drugs, no alcohol, no pornography, no nothing that's bad. Also, I did want to mention, before I carry on, I realised something about porn, right? There's been a ban in the UK, well, not a permanent ban, but they've made it so that you have to verify that you're 18 or over before you can watch it. And that is true. It is. You go on any porn website now, it'll say, are you over 18 or so? And it will say that. And even if you are over 18, don't be so tempted to just click it. Because it destroys your brain. Lust destroys your mind, and it's so distracting. Please don't even watch it. There's other things. But that ban really has. It's really given us a hope for this young generation. It really has. Because I feel like that's one of the biggest problems that we're facing. It is one of the biggest, if not the biggest problem we're facing. Because children as young as 8, yes, 8 years old, are accessing that content that they should not be allowed to access. And it leaves their parents wondering, are they actually watching this stuff? Well, if you're a parent, you should be thinking, because your child could be watching anything. Porn has caused a lot of problems in the world. It's caused a lot of people to think dirty. It's caused a lot of people to have unsafe sex. It's caused a lot of people do dangerous stuff, and it's just not healthy. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing good about it. It's the most disgusting thing that anyone could ever look at. Honestly, if I could right now, if I was the dictator of the world, I would ban it. And I mean ban it for good. It would never set foot in this world ever again. Because I would never allow it to. I wouldn't have allowed to do it in the first place if I was the dictator of the world. But the people who invented it, you've not done a good job. I'm sorry, but you've not done a good job. Porn only fans. Nah. It's not a healthy thing. It's not a healthy thing to look at. Alright, so after I expanded on the porn ban in the UK for under 18s, now, alcohol's a bad one. Alcohol is, you simply drink it, and then 10 minutes, you get a huge dopamine. No, wait, that's not how it works, is it? Well, you drink it, and it just relaxes you. Your brain shuts down. You get dopamine, and then dopamine falls down, and you need more of it. It's the same with video games. Once you've stopped, you want to go again. Same with porn. Once you've stopped, you want to go again. With drugs, you stop, 10 minutes, dopamine, you're as high as you're like, ah, and then about 10 minutes later, you're like that, down on the floor. And don't worry, I've not banged my head that hard at all. I'm just demonstrating here. Drugs, well, we know drugs. Yep. They are probably one of the worst things. Crack, heroin, ecstasy, whatever people take. They take all of that stuff, and that does nothing good for them. Crack addiction, if you're addicted to crack, because of how bad the addiction is, it can literally kill you. Yes, it can kill you, because you have something that is constantly distracting you from your topics, and you feel like a constant need for something. Any addiction can kill someone. Any addiction. Because all they have an obsession, a grand obsession over something, and they just keep doing the same thing over and over again without wanting to stop. Smoking's a real bad one. Real bad for your lungs. Fresh air, the opposite of that. Lung cancer, most of it's caused by people who smoke a lot. Vaping's not the best thing. Vaping's like, obviously it's a substitute for smoking, and there's a lot of people who vape now. It is better than smoking, but it's still not good. It still isn't good. It's not good for your lungs. It gives you a better chance of getting bad breath. Gives you a better chance of. I think you can still get lung cancer from vaping. Not sure. I have to look more into vaping. I know smoking is real bad. I don't know vaping is bad, but of course vaping is better than smoking. There's people who say smoking's better than vape. I think about. Now, what I'm thinking is not true. Yeah, most people, I think vaping's better than smoking, but none of them are good. That's the simplest point. Is none of them are good. Please don't do any of them. Right. Here's another healthy thing. This is the mind games again. Yes, the mind games, and that's meditation. And it, like I said in one of my other videos, it helps you reset your mind from this, and it will reset you from all the addictions and gives you less of a chance of relapsing on drugs or alcohol or porn. Less chance of you doing the same thing over and over again and feeling guilt and shame, and then you're like, no, I can't do this anymore, and you're like that. There's people who've actually felt that way before. And sometimes, I mean, it breaks my heart how many people are addicted to things that are not good for them. It's causing a world of chaos in some places, but I'm not saying the world is terrible. There are good places out there. When I'm outside most of the time, a lot of the people you meet are actually good people. They are, really are. If you don't go out into the real world that often, you'll never know. It's all an experience. If you're struggling with all the addictions, then meditation's the best thing. Reset your mind, as long as you properly know how to do it. Focus on yourself, focus on how you're feeling, focus on your body, focus on your mind, you don't have to concentrate on everything, just concentrate on that, and that's all you do. Also stops you from compulsive thoughts that you don't want. But that's some of the best things to stay healthy and happy, right? Well, what's my routine? Well, there's a simple way to put this, and that's wake up in the morning. I just wake up at any time, because I just go to bed, wake up. Go to bed when I'm tired, wake up when I feel like waking up. Still, when I think the best time is when you first open your eyes, is to get out of bed. And if it's still about 2 hours before you're meant to fully wake up, if it's, say, less than an hour before you're meant to fully wake up, just get out of bed and just do something before your day really starts. Maybe read, or maybe just go outside in the fresh air if the sun's out. If the sun's up, should I say. Yeah, that's what I probably should try and do. And then I have breakfast, do a whole bunch of Dutch stuff. And my breakfast usually consists of porridge, oats, rice milk, chicken, I know that's a strange one, avocado, banana, and sometimes cherry tomatoes, depending what's there. That's usually my breakfast. My snacks consist of eggs, 4 large eggs, 2 for each snack, sprinkled with oats and some milk. And then you've got some fruit, whether it's grapes or apple or tangerine or orange. Just, like I say, it depends what's there. That's my meals, basically. Yeah. And then my lunch is usually sandwiches. I usually have sandwiches because I'm allergic to gluten and dairy. I have special made sandwiches for myself with chicken, with butter. Sometimes I'll put more chicken, sometimes I'll put more avocado, sometimes I'll put potatoes, etc. in that. And then for dinner, usually stovies, which is a Scottish dish, mince and potatoes, or as they say in Scotland, mince and tatties. So mince and tatties with mixed beans, peas. Yeah. And then sometimes I'll have mackerel with potatoes, beans, beetroot, carrots, cucumber. That's all the vegetables available. But vegetables I mainly have is carrots, cucumber, pepper, lettuce, and beetroot. If I said beetroot already, no, I don't think I did. Now that's basically my diet. Well, when do I work out? I simply work out usually in the mornings. That's when I usually work out, because my morning peak of energy is in the morning. And when I want to work, if I'm going to work out in the afternoon, that would be during my afternoon dip, and I don't have much energy during then. Put it this way, my energy levels was consistent of because I have an app called Rise, which tracks sleep and that. It doesn't really track sleep, it just tracks your energy throughout the day. My morning peak was at 8:05 this morning. My afternoon dip was 12:43, and then my evening peak was 4:55. I'm on my evening peak right now, and my wind down is 8:02. I remember that from the top of my head. Perfect memory. Right. But yeah, there's a little bit of my daily routine. It's on Wednesdays I'll go to my karate. On Saturdays I'll also do the same, but I also have football on the same day, so I have to choose between one or the other. Usually I choose football, but since my football training is not on until about the 6th of September again, I'll just be at the dojo most of the time. I can be at the dojo the whole time. I know, happy days, eh? Not happy days playing not playing much football, but I still got mates I can play football with. That's alright. It's not like I won't play football again for a while. Right. Well, yeah, that's... Stay healthy and happy. The main things are exercise, go out, eat good foods, drink lots of water, do things you like. You can do the... If you do drugs or alcohol or porn and stuff, if you do it only once every couple of weeks, and you can control yourself and you have self-control, it's not bad once every while, but please don't do it every day and destroy yourself. That's the last thing you're going to want to do. It's as they say, everything in moderation. Moderation is key. No smoking, no drug. Yeah, try not to smoke. If you don't smoke at all or take drugs or do alcohol or watch porn, please do not start today. Never, please don't do it. Just please. Because as they say, once you start, you can't stop. It'll just be constantly scrolling through social media or glued to a screen, looking at adult content, or you'll be buying beers all the time, drinking alcohol, lots of alcohol. And also with alcohol and drugs, it wastes money. You waste a ton of money. And you could be using that money for lots of good, better things. You can use it for holidays. You can use it for camping trips. Same thing, really. You can use it to do some fun things. In Southend, you can do it to go to Adventure Island. Get an annual pass, £50. It's only £50 for an annual pass at Adventure Island. But one is 25 quid for a blue band. Alright, that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Adventure Island now. Right, Adventure Island, yeah. The simple point is, you could be spending your money, instead of spending it in drugs and alcohol, or a Pornhub subscription, you can spend it on much better things, like eating out or days out, doing fun things, arcades, all that good stuff. Meditation, reset your mind, and you can focus ahead on your work, your workouts, and all your daily tasks. Cleaning, taking the washing out, washing the dishes, putting the dishes away, all that kind of stuff. My advice, start today, and you'll see some great results, my friends. Take care of yourself.